Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Let's Make It Quick. There's been a lot of stuff that's been happening this week in sports. I want to say my condolences to the tragedy that happened in Houston. Hope everyone's doing well. Keep your family in my prayers. And without further ado, I'm here with Carlos. You know, he's looking kind of good today. He got a little white tee on, white tee gang. We both got white tees on.
Damn, I gotta go change now. I just noticed that.
But
you got the mean green though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he also has on some Texas sweatpants. And speaking of Texas,
why call me out like that, dude?
I don't know what's going on with the program, let alone these videos surfacing on TikTok of coaches yelling at their players. How do you feel about that as a Texas fan? Do you like the energy?
From the coach, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in the players? Probably not.
Yeah. Especially because he's recording it, you know, like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like that somebody recorded it.
Yeah.
I like what the coach was saying, but I don't like somebody recorded it.
And you could tell he's pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
The crying voice. Yeah.
That man was saying, y'all here laughing on the bus. They just lost 4 straight. I'm about to be fouled against Kansas.
Nah, y'all can't lose it. You're home. Just at DKR. The ticket's probably hella cheap. It's probably like $30.
Hey, if we lose that, shish.
Y'all play both Kansases to finish out the year. You think y'all are going to be bowl eligible off those 2 games?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't get the bowl, it's sad.
What do you think? Before we dive into that video, I guess, what do you think the problem is with like y'all this season?
Can't finish. I don't know if that's. I honestly don't know what that comes from. I don't know if that comes from like coaching or experience or just not. I don't know. I don't know what it comes from.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, at least from what I've seen, because I've been able to watch more football games than you this year. But like, y'all are good and talented because y'all are Texas. Like, y'all are gonna have a roster every year.
I mean, we're literally one possession away every game from like being.
But it's like y'all will have a lead or be controlling the game. Halftime comes, it seems like y'all don't make any adjustments, and like the teams make adjustments, and then after that, it's just kind of like
we're one possession away from being one loss.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the tough part about it. But it's just like
it's annoying.
It's frustrating, and it's just not a good look, especially when it comes to recruiting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like you just can't keep losing over and over again.
Especially, I mean, as a recruit, I don't know how that looks like.
Yeah.
Losing close games like that, or at least not even close games because you're giving up the lead actually. So it's like I don't know how that looks like on the recruit side.
Yeah, and then I saw this crazy statistic too that every coach since Mac Brown's left, Charlie, Tom, and Sarkisian have all started 4 and 5 their first season, all 3. So it's like, will Sark have the same fate? I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like I'll have to just stick with him at least 5 years because y'all been going through coaches too fast.
That's not the Texas way, though. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I mean, if you're not winning, you're out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, we're one possession away from having 1 loss and like probably being in like the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Back to that video though. There's people like saying that.
Yeah, some former players.
Well, no, like,
or just
fans, I guess, or like people who like football and like saying like he shouldn't be yelling at the kids, and I'm not gonna send my kids to a program like that where the coach calls the kids mother effers.
Yeah, they should check in high school. It's like that in high school.
Bro, what?
Not even in high school. Little league, really. Like if you play like.
Hey, they need to go watch. What's that Snoop Dogg?
What was that? Coach Snoop.
Yeah, they need to go watch Coach Snoop. Boys had them at the womb.
But nah, dude, it's I don't know. It's like not soft. I mean, I tell you stories all the time about it's as common.
Dude, they're grown men,
and like
who cares?
The fact that the video got out like that shows like the culture. Like you don't record that.
No, at all.
Like. I don't think I've ever even thought about that when I've gotten yelled at. I've just been like, damn. Or like,
I'm thinking about the game still.
You know, and like when you lose, bro, and like you keep losing, like if you really care about football, like that just pisses you off. Not even football, any sport. Like you just keep losing, and you're a competitor. Like you're not going to be making jokes or talking about going to a party or whatever.
That bus ride be quiet,
bro. bad. They probably ran too. I bet you.
I
They
don't know.
found. You think they found him?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. I was like,
bro, he probably I feel
like it would have came out though.
He probably ran every single person because like at that point.
No, you have to.
Yeah, so
because like nobody wants to
confess.
Gonna
snitch.
Yeah.
I'm snitching.
I'm snitching.
I'm lying. I don't know.
Depending on who it is.
Yeah.
People are like messing around saying that's Joshua Moore.
Bro. Oh, man.
But nah, I don't know. I hope nothing happens to the coach.
Yeah. Nah, he's good. He was there I think he was there in 2009 is what I've heard from
No,
him.
but like the university doesn't do
Nah,
anything.
that's normal though.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
only because it got out is
Yeah.
like, I guess, protecting your look, I guess. But I
Nah,
hope
they're
nothing
gonna
happens to him.
Nah.
Because that just makes us look weaker than what
That's
we already
true.
are.
That's true. But anyways, transitioning into more college football, the playoff poll came out for the second week, and me, as an OU fan, I'm annoyed, and I can validate every single point.
This is what I've been thinking the whole time.
First.
Yes, y'all are y'all are 9-0, but the amount of close games y'all have had compared to all these other teams, like, yeah, Tulsa's, I guess, a decent team. Since they're at Tulsa, so that's like another. I mean, that was Cincinnati's first close game. They scheduled harder opponents and they beat them. Y'all had weaker opponents and y'all struggled in the game. So like, I don't have a problem with y'all being at 8, just because y'all have struggled. Like, y'all have had like a lot of close games.
Yeah.
So it's like Bama's had one close game. Well, I guess 2 close games, A&M game, and then this last game against LSU
and Florida. The game was close. So
that
2.
game, that game
like
was
that.
close. And then Cincinnati had a close game, but it's like y'all's first 4 or 5 games were close, and y'all should have arguably lost 2 of them maybe. Should have lost to us for sure. Nebraska, if they could just at the second half they could just done something, should have lost that one.
I think they're a good team. Low key, they just can't finish. Like,
they just restructured his contract.
They're fine. They just can't finish the games. That's all it is.
But yeah, with y'all, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Y'all being number 8, I know, y'all might be better than Cincinnati, but just because y'all have had such close games, to me, you can't really.
Okay, that's fair. That is a fair point. My argument is, if you're gonna judge,
and Spencer Rattler's on the team. That's already a negative. Come on, dude.
My argument is that ever since we got Caleb Williams, the team is completely different. Not even from an offensive standpoint. It just seems like as a collective unit, they're like all in. They're all like, their energy is like up, and the way they're playing is substantially better. Now they're gonna play Baylor.
What was the game he struggled in?
Who?
He's struggled in 2 games already, right?
No, he didn't really. He like struggled against Kansas, but he still threw for 180, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 15 for 20, and he had 90 something rushing yards and 1 touchdown. So like, he struggled, but still had 3 touchdowns and like 1 turnover. So like,
I mean, 180 yards against Kansas isn't that?
Yeah, but we also had like 8 possessions because they did that They did that hold the ball shit that they always do.
Right.
But
gotta do what you gotta do.
That's true. But just looking at the rankings, like, not even being biased, I think if we played anybody, even Bama, on a neutral site field, we'd either be a slight underdog or a favorite. Like, I think we'd be a favorite against Oregon and Ohio State on a neutral site field, and Cincinnati, Michigan State. Alabama, that's just Bama, so it's like, you don't know. But then when you also look at everything else, like Michigan State is 8-1 and Michigan's 8-1.
Y'all, I'm sorry to cut you off. Y'all at Stillwater?
Yeah, we're there. Well, it's Oklahoma State. I'm not. They just don't get it done. But anyways, Michigan State, like, they beat Michigan, right? Then they lose to Purdue, but Michigan still lost to Michigan State.
How many times is Purdue upset this year?
Dude, they've already beat Iowa and Michigan State, and they play Ohio State this weekend. They're 6-3. They're kind of solid. Like, they're not bad.
Better than Texas.
They've already beat 2 top 5 teams this year. But no, Michigan State, like, how do you justify that ranking? Like, Michigan lost, but they're ranked ahead of Michigan State, right? And then you got Ohio State, who lost to Oregon. So like, those, technically Oregon has the best win of the season because they beat Ohio State in the horseshoe, but they lost to Stanford.
But
who's the worst team in the North, Pac-12 North?
Michigan lost to Michigan State, which was what is considered a good team. They're number 7.
But I still think
Michigan State lost to Purdue. So it's like,
but I still think that head-to-head, like,
them.
you just gotta flip it. If they're gonna go off a head-to-head and stuff, and then like,
I guess they just look at the worst loss.
And then Bama,
Purdue is a worst loss.
Like, Bama lost to,
I don't know how A&M's number 11. They're good, but like,
it's because they haven't lost really since the beginning of the year. They lost, and then like Bama, they lost to A&M, and like, but A&M keeps winning, so that's like helping them.
They just have a stupid good defense.
Yeah. Cincinnati, I think, is getting a little robbed because, I mean, what else can they do? They schedule the hard teams and they beat them, right?
I mean, they just have to wait to This is where Cincinnati is gonna get in,
and I think us because there's no
maybe
if we win out, there's no way they can keep us out. Like if we win out and we don't make it, and we're Oklahoma,
I think they keep. I would keep y'all out over Cincinnati. Feel about
we're better than them though, and that's what
y'all just had too many close games compared to them.
Matter,
if they blow everybody else out, it doesn't. I mean, if they go by the eye test, then.
But their conference is still not better. Like even though that we had close games, those teams are still. better.
You say our conference is good.
I'm just telling you right now, if Oklahoma wins out and they don't go, then like I guarantee you they expand it.
It really just depends on how how Oklahoma State finishes out, how Baylor finishes out.
And I think if we win next week, like this Saturday, if we beat Baylor, we'll be top 4 because we just need a game. We haven't had a big game, and we win by like two possessions or 20. I guarantee we'll be top 4 because then you can't even justify it. Like Oklahoma's gonna be 10-0, have no losses, and they just beat a school on the road that's good, and it's just like they have to be top 4, like off of principle, like what they go off of, you know.
Do you think Alabama will drop out though if they lose to Georgia?
Yeah, Alabama. If they lose to Georgia, they're not going. But if Alabama wins, Georgia's going regardless. Like even if Georgia loses to Bama, they're still going to go. But Ohio State, like that's what I'm saying. Like they barely beat Nebraska by 6, but they didn't get punished. Oregon barely beat Washington. They didn't get punished, but the team they lost to is the worst team in the Pac-12 North.
Yeah.
You know, like the Ohio State's best win is Penn State, who lost to Illinois, who lost to UTSA. So it's like they're just not consistent, in my opinion. And it's just like, yes, we've struggled, but at the end of the day, we still haven't lost. And we're Oklahoma, so you still have to like give them some kind of like.
Do you think they're kind of doing like a little bit of?
I think that
since y'all like been the times y'all been in, like they're just lost.
I don't think that's why, because I mean that shouldn't matter, because it's like I'm
telling you right now, if Notre Dame's up there, I'm not putting Notre Dame in ever again.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like you got to go by year to year, because it's
like saying
like
year to year they got blown out.
Yeah, but it's like if they look like the 4th best team.
I mean, unfortunately for like Notre Dame,
and that's also helping Cincinnati because they keep winning too.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but I mean, Ohio State still has to play Michigan.
Michigan's not good.
And
I would never think Michigan is good.
That's true.
I would never think Michigan is good.
And then Oregon's finna lose, bro. I hope. Shit. I thought Washington's gonna beat them, but hopefully Oregon State or Washington.
They have no.
Or Utah. They play whoever comes out the South. I hope someone has to get it done.
I feel like they have no like competition to like.
They don't.
Like
but
lose.
It's Oregon. They almost lost last week, but it is Washington. That was the best. To me, that was the best team.
That Pac-12 after dark.
Beat them.
That's what that is.
But yeah, I think enough. I guess on this, I think if we win out, then we go. If we don't, guarantee they expand the playoffs next year. If we win out and they'll go, because then they're just gonna. The thing is with me, they're just not being consistent. That's all it is. Like I don't care about us being 8, but I care when they say, "Oh, we struggled against like a Nebraska." But then like when every single team struggled last week, Bama, Ohio State, and Oregon, none of them moved. So I'm like, and yes, we didn't play, so that probably factors. But it's like, okay, you got to be consistent. Like you can't say, and they have a loss.
It does hurt you though if you don't play.
It does, but we play this week, so it's fine.
I don't know. I even if y'all go undefeated and they go undefeated.
I mean, they have a loss.
Me personally,
can't pick who.
I'm talking about Cincinnati.
Oh, we're just better than them though. Like at the end of the day, that's what's going to come down to. Because they're going to have to do the. If you put them on a neutral field, yes, it's all hypotheticals, but like who has a better roster? Oklahoma. Okay, who has the better coaches? Oklahoma. Who has a better quarterback? Technically, they do because he's been around, but at the end of the year, it might be Caleb. Like he might be in New York. He already has 20 touchdowns, 3.5 starts.
I don't know. I mean,
so it's like
okay, but if that's the case, then Texas would be being undefeated almost.
Yeah, but we're actually gonna be undefeated, hopefully.
But you can't. I feel like you can't play that argument because there's plenty of times where Texas has the best team, where Alabama has the better team.
If we're both
overall.
Undefeated, we should both go then, and they got to drop some of these other people out with the losses. That's just how
I feel. It just depends who they lost to. They can't drop Bama. They lost to Georgia.
Yeah. Okay. Bama's gonna.
I mean,
they've already lost.
Not Georgia. A&M, and they're ranked 11. So
okay, but if they lose to Georgia, they're out. Completely.
Oh yeah.
And then Oregon. Come on.
Or I mean, who'd they lose to?
Stanford.
That's
and they
right.
just got blown out at home against Utah. Oregon went there and lost. So
we're watching that game.
Like, bro, they lost to the worst team in their division. That's why
they almost came back. Well, Oregon did come back.
Yeah,
just end up losing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that has to be accounted for. Stanford keeps losing, and like they beat Oregon. It's like, what the hell? Like, I'm sorry.
I don't know. You gotta talk to your boys.
There's too much human bias with this shit. Like, there's
okay, but then you go back to the BCS, and
at least it was
actually
computer.
stupid.
It was a computer. It's statistical.
No, the BCS was probably the worst.
Because you can rig it. All you gotta do is blow a team out.
Yeah, that's why everybody just want to put up points. Because you play the small scores, you putting up as many points as you can. Like back when Vince Young and them were playing, they were beating people like 70-0.
Bro, bad. I've never seen scores like
60
that.
60
to
like
70
9.
on
Like, bro, what? Yeah, like the BCS was probably the worst ranking system ever made, and across any goddamn sport. The BCS was horrible.
But other news with football, NFL. How about that boy Cam Newton? Yes, sir. Shout out to the Cams out there. It's a blessing, to be named Cam. You get signed,
And what are you doing?
Panthers left him out. I was trying to be like him. Shit. Hey, I used to watch his Freaky Fridays, all his videos on YouTube, and follow my boy. Supporting the journey. A real Cam fan. I hope he comes out and eats, bro. Like he has to. I think Sam Darnold's hurt. I think.
He is hurt. Yeah.
Cam's starting immediately.
You think
maybe
so?
Sunday? Nah, he ain't starting Sunday. But like,
I don't think he'll start the first week.
He'll start next week. The week.
Unless he just knows the playbook.
Well, I want to see what the Panthers' record is because I think they're
like 5-4.
They can make the playoffs.
4-6.
Like they can be a little wild card.
Like 5-4 and 4-6, something like that.
Panthers. Oh man, hold on.
For the standings, fool.
Where's that at?
Right there.
It sounds like they're the worst team in the division. They're 4-5, but it's still doable. It's still doable. That's probably why they got them, because they have a chance. Like
maybe they would have to make the wild card because
they're going. The Packers are going, and the Rams are going. Right. So there's only one more spot. You get each divisional winner: Cowboys, Cardinals, Packers, Bucks. That's 4. They need 2 wild cards. Rams are going to get one probably. One of these teams are getting one, basically, a wild card. There's only one other wild card spot, and it's going to be between probably this division, and then that's really it. Everyone else is kind of weak. I thought the Bears had a chance, but they lost the Steelers on Monday.
So the Browns got a chance.
Oh, we're going though. Don't worry about that. What? We're 5.
Odell just left y'all.
We're 5. Yeah, good riddance. Speaking of Odell,
that boy just left y'all.
How you feel about him going to
Hollywood?
How you feel about him going to LA? He's over here sabotaging my fantasy, bro. Cooper Kupp was going stupid.
He's sabotaging the NFL?
Now he's going to get less targets.
He's sabotaging the NFL?
I agree.
That's not. I guess LA is just like the place you go if you want to build a super team. The Dodgers.
And what do they do?
The Rams. Choke. Exactly. I'm still waiting on my jersey.
Yeah, I know. I need to order that. You need to remind me. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm sure T-Mac's still waiting on his.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, he is. I ordered his, though.
What the hell?
I did, though. I did order his. I swear.
You ordered his and not mine?
No.
I should have got mine and not of.
Dude, you act like I'm just rich or something. I can't just go pull up to the store and pull up the Dansby jersey. Huh?
You want me to bring everything up?
What are you talking about?
That you're a millionaire?
Bro, what are you talking about? I didn't buy that Class Azul bottle in the corner.
Hey, who has a car?
Bro.
Not one, but 2.
Who has a boat?
Not me?
Yeah, you do.
What boat? Where my boat? I don't even got a car. My shit done broke down. Meanwhile, you got 2.
Relax.
And you're about to get a $2,000 speaker or something?
No, it's not $2,000. It's like it's on sale right now. It's like $850.
On sale for $850?
Yeah, it was $1,000.
Oh my god.
It's worth it, bro. I watched the video. You seen that video I sent you?
You got some springs you didn't even put on.
Hey, Soundbooks, if you want to go ahead and sponsor the boys at Opinionated Podcast and give us a speaker or whatever, maybe a promo code, holla at your boys. We'll take the sponsorship for sure. But yeah, last thoughts on Odell. Do you think he helps the Rams or doesn't really? I personally think.
I mean,
it's not
theoretically,
too
yes.
much. Okay, yeah.
Theoretically, yeah. Will he though?
All had to get swept by the Red Sea
because of Colt McCoy.
Oh my God! Here we go. Yeah, shout out Cole. Appreciate the dub, man.
Yes, sir. Keeping the dream alive. I mean, in my opinion, he has a better quarterback thrown to him. I think the offense will fit him better.
And he has Sean McVay. That's
what I think the offense will fit him better. He's gonna be able to do what he does, just make plays.
And it's still Odell.
I mean, he's gonna run routes to get them open. Same thing with Cooper Kupp. Yeah. I mean,
they have Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, and they're nasty. Imagine they had Akers still if he didn't get hurt. God, dude, they'd been stupid.
I was hoping he went to the Packers.
Me too, just because like it just spaces out the talent in the NFL, and then it's like you have him and Devontae Adams. Like,
yeah,
that'd been cool. And like Aaron Rodgers thrown to Odell, like I know he'd have been going stupid.
I feel like they have more of a shot to make it to the Super Bowl than the Rams do, even though the Rams have everybody.
Me too.
I mean,
there's something about the Packers, bro. They just get it done.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers gets it done.
Yeah, that's true. And he might not even be there next year. I hope he doesn't go to Denver because that's where they think he's going.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people think he's going to Denver or going to the AFC, which if I were him, I'm either staying on the Packers or I'm retiring. I'm not going to the AFC with Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Herbert, Joe Burrow, even Baker. You know what I'm saying? There's just too many damn quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, if he stays there, if he either stays on the Texans or the Dolphins, like there's just so many damn quarterbacks in the AFC.
We forgot about him, huh?
Dude, yes. That man's gonna come back and be cold, hopefully.
But yeah, I wish Odell went to the Packers. That would have been, I don't know, it would have just been clean seeing him in like a Packer jersey.
Yeah,
that should have been nice.
Like traditional.
Yeah, like the green and yellow. Yeah, that would have been nice. Like with number 3.
Yeah,
would have been clean.
You think he's wearing 3 or 13 in LA?
Probably 3.
So you think he's not wearing 13?
Who's 13 in Browns?
Him. He wore 13 in there and New York, but he didn't wear 3.
He'll probably wear 13 there. If he would have went to the Saints, probably would have 3 there.
So
I don't know why he had even had the Saints in the running. I mean, I get it because it's his hometown, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but no, I don't. They have. I don't think they'll be able to get enough throws around.
I think.
I had to watch the way I said that there.
Yeah.
I think he'll get enough throws
like
around for him
targets.
To like really impact it.
I think he'll get like.
Because they're all. I mean, I feel like the majority
game.
of the people on that team are like can score like at one play.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think he's gonna.
That team is just gonna be unstoppable because they're gonna double.
He'll for sure get open.
They're gonna double Cup and then he's gonna be open. They're gonna double.
I mean, you can't double anybody.
It's the thing. Robert Woods, Cooks, like that team is just cold, like all around. Everyone's good. So, but yeah, hope you guys like this episode of Let's Make It Quick. Might have been a little long, but we had some topics to cover, and the content's always gonna be firing, always gonna be on all cylinders. I like Carlos today. I liked how we had different opinions on stuff.
I'm sleepy, dude.
Hence the name. But having those different opinions on stuff definitely challenges.
What'd you do to our flag?
Dude, I don't know why. Do you see these marks on there?
That was you. You the one be partying out here.
Dude, I don't do shit.
I'll be in my room chilling.
Bro, I don't really do anything. Like, I don't know why these marks on the wall are on the flag. But anyways, that'll do it for your boys at Opinionated Podcast. Hopefully y'all have a blessed weekend and stay tuned for content next week. Peace.